recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Welcome, everyone, to the World Wrestling Federation Superstars of Wrestling. At ringside, this is Vince McMahon along with Bruno Sammartino and Skin and all. Jesse, the Body Ventura. Get set, sit back, and get ready for the action. Scheduled to join us this week will be this man, Roddy Piper, putting an end to the speculation as to whether or not he's going to retire. Roddy Piper and his commentary. And then from there, you best batten down the hatches. The Hart Foundation for the first time defending the tag team championship. Yes, it's a title match against Haku, the Islanders. And it's going to be something else. Also, to join us will be the King, Harley Race, an individual competition. And then from there, also to join us, he'll be flying high as Coco Beware. And then, yes, more matches signed for WrestleMania 3. This is going to be some sensational hour of World Wrestling Federation action here on the Superstars. Let's go up to ringside.
For the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship, it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing in the ring, the team, the new champions managed by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. At a total combined weight of 516 pounds, Bret Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
Oh my goodness, the Hart Foundation. I can't believe that
their opponents and the challengers in this contest from the South Pacific had a total combined weight of 509 pounds. Haku and Tama, the Islanders.
Well, Jimmy Hart said he was going to issue open contracts, and he did exactly just that.
Now, I want to introduce to all you people out here the newest member of the Hart Foundation, Danny Davis.
The newest member of the Hart Foundation, Danny Davis. Where is he? Where's Danny Davis? There he comes. I love it. Look at the trunks. Zebra trunks. They've suspended him as an official, but he's still wearing the official stripes. That's great. Danny Davis, the newest member of the Hart Foundation. Well, did you expect anything less? I mean, President Jack Tunney drove him to it, took away his livelihood as a referee.
Yeah, but what wrestling background does he have?
I don't know, but I, for one, cannot wait until that man is not on his can. I want to see it. I don't care if it's a preliminary wrestler. I don't care who it is. I want to see somebody knock that man, Danny Davis, on his can. Well, you know, you could always sign and do it. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I'd like to see an Ivy Leaguer like you do something athletic. In the ring now. Bret the Hitman Hart against, let's see, that's Tama in there. I think you should refer to them as the champions, too. Yep. The World Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation. I'll do it if you can't stomach it. I can't get used to it. Off the rope now. Oh, look at that maneuver. Right back at him. Underneath again. And across it. Down goes the Hitman. What is this? Oh, no! Now why is the referee letting that flagrant double teaming by? Well, you said there was a count of 5. Oh, yeah. See, now it's okay because your favorites are doing it. I'm only saying what you said. Well, I agree with it, but if it's on the other foot, you always complain. All right. between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant in the main event in WrestleMania. Here's what Hillbilly Jim had to say.
My goodness, Hulk Hogan and that giant Andre the Giant in WrestleMania 3, I cannot believe it. Woo! It's not going to be nothing like it I've ever seen or ever heard before. But when them two big critters collide, it's going to be like that big tornado that come through 1962 who mud the area tore the roof from off of Hans Bomb.
I can agree with Hillbilly Jim there. It will be like a tornado coming through and tearing the roof off of Granny's barn. It's going to be more than that.
Did he predict the winner?
You know, I don't think he did.
I don't think so either. Then again, 10 seconds from now, he'll forget who's wrestling.
Nonetheless, Hillbilly... Ooh, no! Come on, Rap, get some control in this match. Oh, my goodness, what a severe maneuver on the part of the Hart Foundation.
Well, I'll tell you, mechanically, there's nobody any better than Bret the Hitman Hart.
I couldn't believe it when Jimmy Hart stated that, yes, they were going to be fighting champions. That they signed open contracts, the Hart Foundation did, for tag team title defenses. Open contract for Danny Davis in single competition is yet to come, but apparently that's also going to be there for the offering. And then from there, maybe even a six-man match with Davis and the Hart Foundation. That I'd like to see.
Well, it's obvious that they're going to be fighting champions because they're going against the Islanders right here. The Islanders, obvious, the #1 contenders.
The Islanders, Mama and Haku having some difficulty with the official. But actually, it's the Hart Foundation using the official.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. No, there's not. In a tag team match, if you can distract the official, get him to look at something he shouldn't, and do your damage, that's fine. I see nothing wrong with that.
Well, then again, you see things with a little different view than most people.
Definitely, I see it with the right view.
Jesse Ventura, his comment is off the rope. Nice maneuver by Thomas Haggerty. Here comes Big Haku. What's Neidhart doing in there?
Getting hammered right now.
He is getting hammered. Look at that. Double team has no effect. Cleaning house is Big Haku. Ooh. Out there with Danny Davis. Back in the ring. It's the Hitman who's being hit. Haku cleaning house in there. Hart Foundation. Trick to the cover that man. Cover that man. Cover.
See, now there's a classic mistake. Looking out to the crowd for approval.
From the top rope. Did you see that? Danny Davis. Previous hook. No.
And the Hart win the match. What happened there?
I'll show you what happened in a few minutes. And hopefully someone will show the official after the match is over.
And still, World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champion, the Hart Foundation.
You know, I think after the results of that match, Jack Tunney's now going to have to ban David Hebner as a ref, right?
I just don't know. Here now. Take a look at it. Where's Davis? Hebner can't see. Davis hooks it, and look what happens from about... Oh, my golly, I can't believe that. An incredible maneuver on the part of Danny Davis. He could have broken that young man's neck.
It definitely changed the tide of the match, didn't it?
More than that, an incredible maneuver from the newest edition of the Hart Foundation. And there, apparently it'll stand as a victory for the Anvil and the Hitman. Will Roddy Piper retire? We're going to find out right now.
From the pages of the World Wrestling Federation magazine, here's Update with Gene Okerlund.
Rumors have been flying as of late regarding Roddy Piper. To confirm or deny the speculation on his retirement, I went directly to the Scotsman himself. Well, the rumor mill has been churning in recent weeks, and Roddy Piper, I wanted to get it direct from you. Speculation as to possible retirement for you, of all people.
I will remove all doubt. Yes, I am retiring. Yeah, yes, I am retiring. Now, I've made some mistakes, friends. I ain't apologizing for none of them. There's only one mistake I ain't corrected. That's Adrian Adonis. So you say, Roddy, why don't you retire now? No, thank you. I want to hang around for March 29th, WrestleMania 3, the greatest event ever, because when I beat them, I want you all to see it. Although, win, lose, or draw, March 29th, I retire. But I, Adrian Adonis, ain't going out no loser. I worked much too hard to get where I am.
Roddy Piper, I can't think of anyone in entertainment and sports, save perhaps the great Rocky Marciano, who ever retired at the very top, the peak, the pinnacle of their career. But apparently you are determined to hang it up.
Yeah, I am determined to hang it up. I tell you something. Fans can say what they want to about me. I don't mind that. I got one thing I want to leave you with. May you be a half an hour in heaven before the devil knows you're dead.
WrestleMania 3. Bigger, better, better.
For one fall, in the ring to my right, from Italy, weighing 240 pounds, the Italian stallion, Salvatore Bellomo. And his opponent, led towards the ring by his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Here is the King.
Oh, my. There he is, in all his regalness, the King, Harley Race. Regalness. Who may not be king much longer. Harley Race to meet the Junkyard Dog in WrestleMania 3 with a match that has more stipulations than I could speak to. One of them is that the loser will bow before the victor. Another one, the loser will kneel before the victor. Another stipulation, the loser will place the crown appropriate upon the head of the winner.
Got off their chairs and bow for the King of professional wrestling.
Tell me something. Has the Junkyard Dog fought knee pads yet to do all that?
Well, now, wait a minute. It could very well be Harley Race who does the bowing, the kneeling, and placing the crown upon the head of the Junkyard Dog. Look at Race, holding the crown as if it means more than the heavyweight championship itself.
To him it does.
The King, Harley Race, along with Bobby the Brain Heenan. And what about just moments ago, Bruno, hearing that Roddy Piper is going to retire? His last match takes place in WrestleMania and against Adrian Adonis.
First of all, personally, I'm shocked that Roddy Piper will retire because this is the prime of his career. But secondly, I'm so sorry for Adonis because Piper wants to go out. He wants to go out in glory, and I'll tell you, the way he feels about Adonis, he is going to come out. You're going to see a Piper like you've never seen before. And I predict that he will defeat Adonis.
The Junkyard Dog certainly looking forward to WrestleMania as well. Looking forward to locking up with the King, Harley Race. We had an occasion to chat with the dog earlier on, and here were his comments.
Reese, you'll be the one that's bowing. You'll be the one that's kneeling at my knees. You will be the one that put the crown upon my head. And what will he calling me? JYD, the King.
The King JYD, but right now, ooh, what a maneuver by Harley Race.
Well, I'll say this. If Harley Race puts that one on the JYD, it'll be the JYD deal.
And I'll agree with you as well.
The winner of this contest, the King.
There's a look at the King being crowned moments ago. And now, Harley Race, once again, victorious. Wouldn't you love to see the Junkyard Dog in WrestleMania walk around with that music playing, with that crown on, and that clothes on? It's going to happen.
I don't think you can dance to it, McMahon.
My paisano didn't fare too well on this one as he gets dropped in this suplex type
maneuver, and down he goes for the pin, which is one of the great moves in wrestling today. Are they raised victorious? More World Wrestling Federation action coming up. But first, we'll go to a special interview.
All right, hi again, Boston. Get ready. We're going to be back at the Garden Saturday night, March the 7th, Causeway Street. We'll be rocking when the World Wrestling Federation bounces back into Boston. Six-man elimination tag team match. I can't believe this one on one side. Hercules, Orndorff, and Adonis. The opposing trio, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Billy Jack Haynes, and the heavyweight champion of the world himself, Hulk Hogan. Rotundo and Spivey, the U.S. Express to meet Don Morocco and Cowboy Bob Orton. A couple of great veterans. Outback Jack to be in Boston on Saturday, March the 7th. The brand new tag team champions of the world, the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, stands Jimmy Hart this week. And gentlemen, the way I see it, it's out of the frying pan and into the fire for the two of you. Now come the title defenses in the form of the Rougeau brothers.
Well, you know, I'm sure everyone out there in Boston and all the United States, they figure that the foundation could hide behind these belts. We can hide and never come out. Well, we have that option to hide for 30 days. 30 days, but no, we're not hiding. We're putting these belts up.
Bret Hart.
I just want to mention, Gene, that last match with the Rougeaus, it was clear to me, and I think it was clear to everybody in the building, that there was a little foul play involved. I did have my foot on the rope.
Well, if anybody would recognize foul play, Bret Hart, you and Jim the Anvil would.
Yeah, we would. We know a cheater when we see one, and the Rougeaus definitely fit into that category. Now, they've ruffled our feathers, so to speak. They've got us a little mad, and the foundation has a job to do.
You know who ruffled my feathers? Danny Davis, the man that officiated that foul.
Oh, come on. Hasn't that poor Danny Davis suffered enough? He lost his job as a referee. Get off his back. We don't need to rely on anybody or anything. We just got to rely on each other. And the Rougeaus, you're in for the whipping of your life.
Boston Garden, Causeway Street will be rocking on the 7th of March.
Gentlemen, Jimmy Hart, as you'll recall, was with us. He had Danny Davis at his side, and he had in his hand a series of open contracts for six-man matches, for single matches, for tag team matches. Here's the way it went down last week.
Hey, Jack Tunney, you suspend this man. You barred this man for refereeing. Well, that's just great with us. You know why? Because now he's a professional wrestler. That's right. Danny Davis, the newest member of the Hart Foundation. And you see, we have open contracts. We have open contracts for Danny in single competition, one-on-one, baby. Hey, tag team. Hey, it's open. You see, the Hart Foundation, the world heavyweight champions. And last but not least, the six-man. That's right, six-man matches. Danny Davis, the Anvil, and the Hitman all together. Six-man, or whether it may be, hey, tag team competition. Last but not least, single competition. Danny Davis, the newest member of the Hart Foundation. Thank you, Jack Tunney, who is the smartest man in professional wrestling, and why am I?
Well, I can tell you the ink wasn't even dry on the open contracts before this happened. Santana and the Bulldogs getting together, and as we'll see, they were one happy bunch.
It's a joy to sign this contract.
You're standing right there.
Six-man tag in WrestleMania, brother.
I got with WrestleMania.
The Hart Foundation and Danny Davis, you know, he...
That's right. I wish you could sign this. Danny Davis is blood.
Danny Davis,
Let me tell you something, Danny Davis.
we're going to deliver.
We're ready. The Hart Foundation, the British Bulldogs are ready for WrestleMania.
The contracts are signed, baby, and we are going to... Danny Davis will pay.
You can bet there are going to be some dues paid, and I can't believe it. Jimmy Hart has got himself in a heap of trouble. The six-man matchup.
The following contest scheduled for one fall. In the ring to my left, from Portland, Oregon, weighing 246 pounds, Billy Jack Haynes. His opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing 222 pounds, Morgan Bastine.
Morgan Bastine. Gonna have his hands full of a man who can, if he clamps that full Nelson down on you, you're gonna go down. Hey, Jesse. What? What's the matter? Can't have your tongue. What about the six-man matchup?
No,
Danny Davis, for the first time, to my knowledge, Danny Davis in the ring, the tights on, he and the two Harts together in one half of the six-man matchup against Santana and the two Bulldogs.
Well, I'll tell you, won't it be embarrassing if Santana and the Bulldogs lose?
Yeah, that might be embarrassing.
Even more embarrassing, what if Danny Davis pins one of them? I look at the situation like this. Davis has nothing to lose and everything to gain.
All I know is that sometime in the match, Davis is going to have to tag in. And when he does, there's no telling what the Bulldogs or Santana are going to do today.
You realize that Davis cost those people the title, the Bulldogs. Once they get their hands on Davis, I'm afraid that Tony suspend him for life as a referee, but you will never see him in the ring in any way, shape, or form after those guys get through with him.
And you guys will thoroughly enjoy that.
Absolutely.
We've just been told that Hercules Hernandez is back in the dressing room and apparently keeping a watchful eye on Billy Jack Haynes.
Billy Jack Haynes, he's a good athlete. He's a good warrior. But you're not good enough, Billy Jack Haynes. You're not like me. You're not the best. I'm the best. Billy Jack Haynes, everybody try. Look at the way you move. Look at that. That's disgusting. Billy Jack Haynes, to be the greatest, to be the best, you have to be like me. You have to be like Hercules.
Well, Jeff, there's no question that Hercules Hernandez will continue to keep a watchful eye on Billy Jack Haynes all the way through WrestleMania 3.
Textbook suplex right there.
It was a textbook suplex. You know, I wonder what Hogan's weight is going to be. I would think he's going to bulk up. I bet Hogan will be in... Oh, wait a minute. There's a full Nelson. Whoa, baby. Now, incredible display of strength by Billy Jack Haynes.
That's right. You see how he flung him off?
Here is your winner, Billy Jack Haynes.
Billy Jack, victorious as we'll go back now, Bruno, and take a look at some of the action we saw earlier.
Well, right now we're going to see a suplex executed very well by Billy Jack Haynes. But when he applies it full Nelson, Morgan Bastille wastes no time in giving up. He gets hit it with such devastation. There it is.
All right, the WWF always has interesting news to report. So right now, let's go down and pick up the news.
All right, WrestleMania 3 comes to Boston from the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan on Sunday afternoon, March the 29th. And you can see it as it happens via closed-circuit, full-color giant screen TV here in the Boston area at the Walter Brown Arena on Boston University's campus. Tickets on sale at the arena box office. Also at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium. Tickets on sale at the auditorium box office and at all Ticketron locations. Boston, get ready for WrestleMania 3. Sunday afternoon, March the 29th. Get your tickets in advance. Heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan to defend against challenger Andre the Giant. Randy Savage, quite obviously, you're going to have to forget about the fact that George the Animal Steele is going to be in the corner of Ricky Steamboat. You're going to have to concentrate on Steamboat and retaining the Intercontinental Championship of the World as part of WrestleMania 3 at the Silverdome in Pontiac on March the 29th.
You're right. I'm going to concentrate on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat because nothing's going to go wrong. No, not at the Silverdome. In all my glory, yeah. The Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion will shine. Oh, yeah, big spectacle all over the world. Yeah, George the Animal Steele on the outside will be no problem at all. You're talking to the champion, and that makes it a big difference, yeah.
You know, Steamboat has promised that there will be no outside interference on the part of George the Animal Steele. He's just going to be an innocent bystander.
Yeah, an innocent bystander. There are none, no. Then they're all witnesses that file into the Silverdome, because it's going to be big. I mean real big. And I'm going to get the 1, 2, 3 count on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and possibly hurt him.
All right, it's going to be a title defense for the Intercontinental Champion, Macho Man Randy Savage, against Ricky Steamboat as part of WrestleMania 3.
The manager, Johnny V. And accompanying Johnny V, Dino Bravo.
Right there, yeah.
His partner from San Francisco, California, Brutus Beefcake. Their opponents have a total combined weight.
Yeah, you have to be kidding.
61 pounds from Kensington, New York, Paul Roma. His partner from Clearwater Beach, Florida, Frankie Rose.
Rose and Roma. Roma had a run-in a couple of weeks ago, if you recall, with Steve Lombardi, of all people. Remember Lombardi came in, threw Roma over the top rope as if he was nothing.
Yeah, I remember that. Roma was laying around in the ring, wouldn't leave after he got beat.
He was hurt. All right, the tag team match just about ready to get underway. Valentine and Beefcake there. And Bravo embracing them. What is going on here? Come on, let's get down to action. Valentine and Beefcake in WrestleMania are going to have their hands full of action because Valentine and Beefcake will be meeting the Rougeau brothers. And earlier on, the Rougeaus had a few comments as it relates to Valentine and Beefcake. They, I believe, feel that this is for the ultimate challenge thus far in their career. Here's what they had to say.
Valentine and Beefcake, WrestleMania 3. I mean, this is the opportunity from brother and myself. We're going to be up for the occasion.
Well, it's certainly the biggest thing for the Rougeau brothers, and we're going to make the best out of it.
Wow. They're smiling now. Let's see if they're smiling when Mania 3's over with.
Well, I can tell you that I think that thousands upon thousands of fans look at Roma now, blocking, making nice move. Roma takes it up. That Beefcake is big.
I'll tell you, blocked the suplex and took 3 of them to the gut.
Beefcake, something else. Reaching over the tag, and yes, it's made. Mr. Valentine comes in via the top rope, down across the back of Roma.
Here's a tough guy right here, Red Valentine.
He is bad. Valentine misses.
You know, there's another interesting matchup coming up in WrestleMania 3 from the Silver Dome. One that has my curiosity. It's going to be a 6-man tag match, and you know what it is? King Kong Bundy and 2 midgets, Little Tokyo and Lord Littlebrook, taking on Hillbilly Jim and Haiti Kid and Little Beaver. Now, what a spectacle that's going to be.
You mean Bundy? Well, what would happen if Bundy and a midget were in the ring? I mean, that can't be.
I think you might see a pancake. I mean, can you imagine if Bundy does the avalanche on Haiti Kid?
I'm sure, Jesse, that it's going to be legal tag, midget to midget, big man to big man. That's the only way.
Well, I'm sure that's what they'll try to have, you know, order in there. But what happens if Bundy corners one of these little guys?
You know what happens. It won't be a pleasant sight. Bundy would be barred for life, I would think, if it did happen.
You mean he'll join Danny Davis?
Tremendous maneuver to Greg Valentine. Turning toe hold, maybe into the figure 4 leg lock. And yes,
he hooked it. You can go to the bank.
It's over, just like that. Bravo coming in to congrats Roma. And Beefcake slugging it out. Come on, let's get to it.
The Dream Team, Rick the Hammer Valentine, and Bruce Beefcake.
Valentine, Beefcake victorious. Congratulated by Bravo. Now let's go back to the replay.
I'll tell you what, look at this. Now here comes Valentine off the top rope with a big blow. Oh, Rose. Here's Beefcake slaps one of his knee, throws him down. But now here's the thing. When Valentine slaps on his figure 4 leg lock, I'll tell you, I don't care. You don't escape it once he really applies it.
Piper's Pit preempted this week, ladies and gentlemen, so that we may bring you Jake the Snake in the Snake Pit.
And now Jake the Snake Roberts in the Snake Pit. You know, in this wild and wonderful world of professional wrestling, you run into a lot of strange people with a lot of strange names. But the strangest name I've ever heard belongs to my next guest, because myself, I think it's kind of stupid. Let's introduce the Honky Tonk Man. I mean, what kind of name is that for any man, huh? Huh? Honky Tonk Man. What kind of name is that? You're not afraid of snakes, are you?
First of all, you don't have to worry about my name. See, my mama named me the Honky Tonk Man because I was born on a pool table at Joe's Bar and Grill in Memphis, Tennessee.
You're too much. Now, you don't come out here. What are you going to do for us today? You're going to show us some talent. That's what you told me.
First of all, I know how...
He loves to hear music. He loves music. Do you play a flute? Oh, come on.
I know all of my fine fans, all the people that voted for the Honky Tonk Man and gave me all this support I needed. They want to hear the Honky Tonk Man sing. They want to hear me do my Honky Tonk song.
You're going to sing? Well, will you sing to him?
Oh, come on, guys. Come on.
If you keep the snake back, the honky-tonk man will sing, okay?
Are you going to sing for us now? What are you going to sing, huh? What are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing my song that I put out that Elvis Presley imitated. He tried to take it away from the honky-tonk man. It's called That's All Right, Honky-Tonk Mama. Get him back there, don't you?
Come on, guys. All right. I'll quit. I know that you want to do this. I want you to go ahead and make a complete idiot of yourself and sing something.
Well, I'm not going to make an idiot of myself, and I'm fixing to sing. I know they're all ready out there. Are you ready, Colonel? You ready, Colonel?
Here, I'll hold the microphone over here and the snake over here.
Just keep the snake back. The honky-tonk man's ready. I know. Shut your filthy mouth. Okay, here we go now. I'm ready to rock and roll. What's wrong with my guitar? Well,
you two guys are too much. You know that? You two guys ain't got no guts. Your voice stinks. You know what I mean? Huh? You know what I mean? You made an idiot of yourself.
Do you believe the honky-tonk man? Absolutely incredible that he would strike Jake the Snake Roberts in the snake pit and the world saw it. More on that later. Welcome to the WrestleMania Report. I'm Gene Okerlund. WrestleMania 3, the Silverdome, Sunday afternoon, March the 29th at 4 p.m. By the way, if you can't join us live at the Silverdome, you will be able to join us on full-color giant screen TV in your area or on selected pay-per-view cable TV. Grab your pencil and paper, because I'm going to be giving you ticket information a little bit later on. The Can-Am Connection, yes, to meet Morocco and Orton. By the way, a possible surprise guest in the corner of Rick Martel and Tom Zink. In addition, the natural Butch Reed, who is managed by the Doctor of Style Slick, will be going against the Birdman, Mr. Electricity. I could only be talking about Coco Beware. Talk about tag team action as part of WrestleMania 3. The Killer Bees, Blair and Brunzell, meeting former tag team champions, the Big Russian Nikolai Volkov and his partner, the Iron Sheik. Here's one they're talking about all over the wrestling world. The two big strong men, Hercules, managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan, to meet Billy Jack Haynes. And the way I see it, it's going to be a battle of the full Nelsons. In a six-man tag, the big and the little involved. King Kong Bundy, along with Lord Littlebrook and Little Tokyo on one side of the fence, and their opponents, the trio of Hillbilly Jim, the Haiti Kid, and Little Beaver. The self-proclaimed king of wrestling, Harley Race, also managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan, continues his feud with the Junkyard Dog. Making this match even more interesting, the loser will have to kneel and bow before the victor. The fabulous Rougeau, Jacques Ramon from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, facing the dream team of Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake. Dino Bravo will be in the corner of Valentine and Beefcake. Intercontinental Champion Macho Man Randy Savage with the title defense against challenger Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. By the way, Elizabeth in the corner of the champion and George the Animal Steel in the corner of Ricky Steamboat. Former tag team champions, the British Bulldogs, team up with the sensational Tito Santana to meet new champions, the Hart Foundation, and their newfound partner, former referee Danny Davis. This, by the way, will be the first appearance of Mr. Davis as a professional wrestler. Rowdy Roddy Piper in his farewell match, the final match for Mr. Piper when he meets Adrian Adonis. Now, Adrian Adonis has told me privately that he is going to shave Piper's head after he puts the sleeper hold on him. How about this big main event? The heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan, from Venice Beach, California, meeting his former friend, now foe, Andre the Giant. By the way, Bobby the Brain Heenan in the corner of Andre the Giant. A possible surprise guest will be in the corner of the heavyweight champion. A special singer to open this great extravaganza, the First Lady of Soul, the great Aretha Franklin. The official timekeeper from Entertainment Tonight, the lovely Mary Hart. And special guest ring announcer, none other than former baseball great Bob Uecker. We asked some of the fans who they liked in that match between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
Hulk Hogan. Andre the Giant.
Andre gonna win. Andre the Giant. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Andre.
We also asked some of the greats of the World Wrestling Federation what they thought about this title defense.
I've got to take the edge and give it to our champion, Hulk Hogan. Andre's the real giant. Hulk thinks he's such a big shot. Well, nobody knows better than the Hitman the Anvil, because we've been against Andre the Giant in WrestleMania 2. Yeah, and he is one bad dude. Hulk, you're my buddy. I got to vote for you. Anybody in the Heenan family, go straight to the top. I'm going with the Hulk brother, because he is number one.
I am going to go with Hulk Hogan because he's a friend of mine.
Wait a minute. How can you go with Hulk Hogan? The man's been unbeaten for a decade and a half, 15 years. Andre the Giant, that's who I think.
Personally, I think it should be Butch Reed wrestling Hulk Hogan. But Hulk Hogan, I hope the Giant just squashes you like a great boy.
It's WrestleMania 3 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. That's Sunday afternoon, March the 29th, 4 p.m. Eastern. For tickets to the Silverdome, call area code 313-423-6666.
The Snake Robert. Right now, let's go up to our next match.
Beware! Coco Beware! With Frankie flying high in the air. Coco on his way to the ring. Oh, yeah. Come on, Jesse, get up and do the bird. Come on. Yeah. Yes, sir.
There you see, Coco Beware. I still like to refer to him as Buckwheat.
Well, you can refer to whatever you want to, but in that ring, he is one of the most exciting guys to watch.
I mean, Bruno, look at him. If he's not related to Buckwheat.
How about this Red Demon? Who is he? I'm not too familiar with him, Jesse.
Well, I'm not familiar with him either. But I'll tell you, if he gets caught by Coco's drop kick, it'll be all over.
Look at Frankie there observing the whole thing.
Yeah, he has his eye on Coco. Coco loves to dance, loves to fly, loves to wrestle. Coco, however, is going to have his work cut out for him. Look out, the Demon. Attacking Coco with an arm drag. That Coco has eyes in the back of his head. He's something else. He's going to have his work cut out for him, however, in WrestleMania when he meets Butch Reed. Earlier on, we had an occasion to chat with the Natural, as he calls himself, Butch Reed. Now, of course, behind the Natural is a man called Slick. Here's what he had to say.
Can you believe that little Uncle Tom running around here talking about what him and that little old nasty bird is going to do to Butch Reed in WrestleMania? Talking about he's going to be flying all around Butch Reed's hands, and the bird's going to be dropping those toppers on me. Well, let me tell you something, boy. The only flying you're going to do is up in that gorilla press and down to the ground. And then that little old bird is going to stick a cork up and you know what, and give him constipation.
I don't think that's funny at all.
I found that very humorous.
What he does to Coco is one thing. What he threatens to do to Frankie is something else. But I'll tell you what. I don't know who's going to be the victor in that match, but I'll know one thing. Coco will give it 1,000%.
Oh, he will do that, but I'll tell you, in my opinion, Coco's given up too much weight and too much strength to the natural Butch Reed. Coco's going to have to fly and fly a lot.
I'm not too sure, but I think the Demon here took something out of his tights and put it up in his headgear. Frankie has an eye on him. Maybe one on you as well, Jesse.
Frankie made good soup.
series of headbutts here by the Demon, seeming to have quite an effect on Coco Beware.
Coco's down here. The Red Demon, whoever this guy is doing a number on Coco Beware.
Coco better get himself up, better get himself ready for WrestleMania. Not that far off. Hogan, Andre, headlining WrestleMania 3 in the Silverdome. A six-man tag team matchup with the Bulldogs and Santana against the Hart Foundation and Danny Davis. I can't wait for that one. Look at this. What a drop kick. Coco. What a drop kick.
And that's what he does best, is the aerial.
And of course, Savage and Steamboat going at it for the title. But with in his corner, Savage's and Steamboat's corner, of course, will be the Animal George Steele. Look at that drop kick.
And the Birdman's flying now.
Piper versus Adonis in Piper's last match. Win, lose, or draw. That was the Brain Buster, the Ghost Buster, the Counter 3. From Union City, Tennessee.
Look at this drop kick. Nobody dances like Coco Beware. Look at that. Go from the top rope, bam, and there goes the Red Demon down for the count.
All right, Coco Beware, victorious.
I don't know what in the world the Honky Tonk Man was thinking of. Certainly playing with fire, messing around with, well, actually, that vicious attack on the likes of Jake the Snake Roberts in the Snake Pit. Honky Tonk Man, from me to you, I'm certain you have not heard the end of this incident in your actions. More on that, I'm certain, in the weeks to come. Now, Boston Garden, get ready. On Saturday night, March the 7th, the World Wrestling Federation is back in this great city. In a title defense for the brand new tag team champions of the world, the Hart Foundation. The Rougeaus, Jacques and Raymond, to challenge those newly crowned champions. Rotundo and Spivey, the U.S. Express, collectively to meet Morocco and Orton. Outback Jack, first time ever in Boston. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Outlaw Ron Bass, they're all going to be here, including these two men, Billy Jack Haynes, Hulk Hogan, plus Rowdy Roddy Piper, going up against Hercules Orndorff and Adonis, champ.
We know a six-man elimination, brother. We all got so much in common, but we're all so different, you know. Billy Jack Haynes, Roddy Piper, where's he coming from? Hercules Orndorff, Adonis, man. Everybody knows the personal issues, man. Roddy Piper, taking a new walk in life, that's enough to blow you away, man, but he's cool, brother. And when Billy Jack's around, my man, sometimes I use him for a reality check. The fact that Paul Orndorff set me up, that's cool, man. We can handle that. The fact that Hercules, brother, is bragging about being an immortal, we'll find out. And as far as Adonis goes, we're going to wipe him off the face of the earth. But a reality check is what I needed. So as me and my man been hanging out with the rowdy one, every once in a while, me and Mr. Piper will ask Billy Jack Haynes to put the power on us, to cinch up just a little bit, to make us keep our feet on the ground, to be ready. The power this man possesses can scare you, brother. I can't wait to turn you loose in this six-man tag team match. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with these guns, brother.
All right, Billy Jack.
Oh, yes. Yes. Hulk Hogan, I love you, brother. We stand for the same things. We don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't take drugs. We love everybody out there, and everybody's seen Paul Orndorff interfere in my match. Now, Hulk Hogan, myself, and Roddy Piper were at the triple tag against Hercules Orndorff and Adonis, and let it end up in downtown Boston, Hulk, and I don't care. I'm backing you 100%, brother.
You know, when it's a six-man elimination, it scares you what could happen. We could all three end up on Adonis. Oh, that'd be great. It could go the other way. But if it came right down to those three punks, Hercules, Orndorff, and Adonis, against this man by himself, I trust my last dying breath in his hands.
What a night it is going to be in the Boston Garden. 6 men in an elimination tag team match on the 7th of March.
Gentlemen, on the Superstars of Wrestling schedule, Adonis will be just the complete WrestleMania 3 card emanating from Pontiac, Michigan. Also to join us next week, Adrian Adonis, an individual competition. Plus, the Honky Tonk Man makes his way back to the square circle, and then from there, King Kong Bundy squares off one-on-one with Billy tag team. All that and more next week right here on the Superstars of Wrestling.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday to you, and thank you for joining us for our Saturday movie.
He is on his feet, but we're not certain as to what kind of physical condition he's in. We'll find out for sure next week.